There are many compact, powerful lights coming out these days, but they usually have some common downsides like loud fans and a less solid build quality. Sometimes you just want power, good light quality, and something that's built to last. That's where this NEEWER CB200C RGBWW light may be a good option if you're looking for a light that packs a lot of value for its price. Let's talk about it. If you're new here, I'm Sebastian and welcome to the channel and my new unfinished studio where I talk about Lumix cameras and all things video and audio related. I'm currently, after building my new studio, figuring out a lighting setup. So I reached out to NEEWER to see if they have a powerful silent studio light, and so they sent over their CB200C with a 65mm lantern softbox. I'll get to that later. I get to keep the light, but I'm not getting paid to make this review. I can say whatever I want, and they don't get to see the video before it's posted. The CB200C is a 200 watt light that has a color temperature range of 2500 Kelvin up to 7500 Kelvin and is full RGB as well. It's not a small light by any means. Here you can see it next to the Zhongyi B100, which is a 100 watt light, but I believe the 200 watt version is very similar in size. The CB200C is massive compared to the Zhongyi, but its housing is fully metal. It comes with a reflector and it can be mounted to the included metal yoke in which it can fully swing around. Okay, granted, except for when the power cord is attached. Its fan is reasonably quiet. It is audible at the high setting and not as quiet as I'd like, but it's also got a silent mode where it's, well, completely silent. That does limit the output power to about 60 watts though. It's got a really nice color display and a few buttons and dials that give full control over the light from the unit itself. The lantern softbox is great. It's got Velcro all over so that certain parts of the lantern can be flagged off with the included skirt. In my experience with both parabolic and lantern softboxes, I find a lantern softbox to be one of the most versatile light modifiers. When flagged off, it can almost act as a regular parabolic softbox, and when the skirt is off, it can light up a whole room with nice soft light. It's also super easy to deploy, as opposed to most parabolic softboxes where you need to click in every single spoke and then having to attach the diffusion and grid separately afterwards. The lantern just wins in most cases, in my opinion. Overall, a great combo with the CB200C. The light can also be controlled by NEEWER's app, and I have to say, it's a nice app. In a previous video, I said that Zhongyi's Vega app is one of the nicer lighting apps I've used, but NEEWER's app does come close. It lets you control everything you can also control on the unit itself, including effects, but excluding the fan speed, as far as I know. It does, however, show the light's temperature. I'm not entirely sure why you'd want to check that, because the light should manage its temperature regardless, but it's cool to see what the temperature is doing. The app lets you control the basic settings like brightness, color temperature, RGB colors, but also the green magenta shift and all the 17 effects it has. You can even set it to respond to music. The light has a built-in microphone for that. So to demonstrate how powerful a 200 watt light is, let's try to compete with the sun. Modifiers like softboxes not only soften the light, but also make the light less strong. So I'm using the reflector to get the most light out of it that I possibly can. I am side lit by the sun. Now I need to get the other side of my face properly exposed. Yes, now my face is properly exposed. Now let's try exposing my face when I'm completely backlit by the sun. That also works out nicely. Another scenario where you'd need a powerful light would be a nighttime scene where you have to be able to expose someone properly and need to mimic moonlight, for example. Even though the color temperature of actual moonlight is around 4000 Kelvin, we humans tend to perceive it as a much cooler light. There's a whole theory behind why that is, but for now I'm setting the light to 6500 Kelvin. I've got proper exposure now, and I think it looks believable, don't you think? Overall, great light. There aren't many lights out there on the market that are this powerful, sturdy, and offer this many features and are fully RGB as well for, currently, $291.99 US with the lantern softbox included. I think that's a steal for a light like this. Downsides? Yes. It's not as quiet as I'd like it to be, and it doesn't come with a carrying case. On the other hand, it's quiet enough, and it's not really a light to bring on location. It's for use in a studio environment or a film set with a crew, for example. There's a link to the CB200C in the description if you want to check it out. Or if you're looking for a super powerful bar light, you can watch this video. I hope this video was helpful. If so, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel, and maybe hit that notification bell. And I hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching.